DJKillzownJones, better remember the name. DJKillzownJones, better remember the name. DJ.
So, we back. It's Killzown Robert Dean. Killzown interviews. So we got Light Through My Eyes coming out.
Yes, sir.
And I'm making sure that's the album type. I'm trying to get acclimated because, like I was telling you off air about that album cover, man, it's so infectious and mesmerizing, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very. It's you know what I'm saying. It's a statement, and I feel like when you talk about album covers, it's probably one of the best album covers that I've seen. You know, because the way you broke it down earlier is the way that I think, you know, people will gravitate toward it. You know, you have people that'll see the other stuff on the outside, all the sins and the temptations of the world, and then you had Jesus in the middle. Then you had, like you was telling me off air, you had people that'll focus on Jesus and then see the other stuff, and that's how life is, you know, and that's how, you know, what tends to happen, you know, but you know, we know Jesus saves, and you know, and you know that's how we gotta roll with it. And I think what you said in the last portion of the interview, the last episode about the politics and the doctrine that's separating us, I think that we gotta remember what we all doing this for. You know what I'm saying? We gotta remember that God is the focus. It's not us. It's not our traditions. It's not our ways and everything. So, when is the album dropping?
Friday, November 6th.
Okay.
The album drops. You can pre-order it. By the time the video drops, the pre-order should be ready. You know what I mean?
And I'll put that in the description box.
So by the time you're seeing the video, you should be able to pre-order it. You can pre-order it. It's going to be on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play. You can go to www.robertdean.net. You know, it'll be a pre-order section in the store. And so November 6th, and the same night the album drop, I'm having the album release concert.
Okay, where is that gonna be at?
It's gonna be in North County, for those, you know, off of Redmond. The flyer at the end of the video, all the info will be on the flyer. Okay. So you'll definitely be able to see what's going on with that.
Okay. So is it just you doing the concert, or you gonna have special guests? What we doing?
Yeah. Well, the way the album's set up, I only have 4 features. Okay. 2 of my features from out of town. Shout out to my man St. James in Ohio. He did the hook from one of my songs called Celebration. Shout out to my man Brother Ambition down in Florida. He was on Lift Them Up. And then the other 2 features is from here in St. Louis, which is my man C. Micah and Will Rock. Okay. They on the song Real Back. So since I didn't have that many features, I was like, okay, we're going to do a Robert Demon Friends. So some of the people that God has placed on my heart, like over the years, where I've, you know, poured into someone, like people who I found, who God has placed on my heart heavy to give them a word of knowledge. Okay. You know, where I'm just riding down the street and be like, hey, you need to call him and tell him this or that or the third. So I got C. Micah be a part of it. My homegirl Toy, Maury, she's a singer. She's the only singer that's going to be on the lineup that night. But man, she's awesome. My man brother Dre, Mad Inc., Mark Ant and Lil Thee. I got my man Gully coming through, and Radiant, my brother who's responsible for the Jesus cover that you saw, and also the one I was telling you about who did the Sentence and Sexy shirt and the Gotta Give Him Praise video. Okay. So and then my homeboy Save. Just a night with just friends, you know, celebrating. My man Petty, I had brought him up, Petty D. He always told me, man, he was like, go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it. And that like really stuck with me because I didn't understand that. You know, because sometimes we try to force our way into circles and it doesn't work. Exactly. But God may have you over here. Yeah. And so when I started going where I was celebrated, things worked. When I was going where I was just tolerated because I could rap, you know what I'm saying? Then it was like, you know, stuff wasn't on time. It didn't go the way it should have went because I wasn't, I wasn't necessarily in God's will, if you will, with that. So, yeah, November 6th, because I can go on about that. November 6th, Life Through My Eyes, release concert. Yeah, man, live. We gonna hosted by my man James Trailway. It's gonna be live on Kingdom Talk Radio with my man Tony Dyson. Hopefully, if we get it up on my YouTube page, it'll be live streaming as well. So, yeah, man, I'm excited about it, man. Like super excited about it.
I mean, yeah, I'm excited for it too, man. I'm glad I'm gonna be able to take part in it, and I'll be there. I might, if it's good with you and we can get it set up, I can do some, recording, and we can put it up. I can put it up on the YouTube channel and stuff like that. Kind of like a live performance, pieces of the live performance or a highlight reel, something like that. So we kind of cap off this, this
nice.
interview.
Yeah,
so
that'll be dope, man.
Next question I got for you, Rob, is what's next? When you drop this album, what's next for Rob Redeem? Like, where do you see yourself going, in the future, after you drop this album? And let me phrase that a question, like, where do you pray that God moves you? Because I always end these interviews off of where people want to go and where they want to be at. But since we talking about, we put God first. Where you hope that God brings you after you drop this album?
Just to a platform, man, where I can just minister the gospel to as many people possible. You know what I mean? Like, because when the music stops, I'm still me. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't change. It's not to say I don't make those mistakes. I'm still writing. You know what I mean? I'm writing two features now. So, and then what I'm starting to see is the Lord's put me in a position where some of the younger guys who, early 20s are coming and asking me, hey, man, look, like, you inspire me, man. I look up to you, big bro. And just taking that, not taking it for granted, not feeling like I'm the man, but taking that, being humbled about it, and then pouring back into them. You know what I mean? Pouring back into the other artists, pouring back into the body as a whole. On the website, and I'm trying to get people to catch on to it. On the website, every month I do a playlist of the month. And I try to reach out to artists that people don't know about and put them on my website. Like, hey, look, you want to be heard? I don't have a lot of traffic going yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say yet, speak it as if it is. But when that traffic comes, you can be on the playlist of the month. You can have the video of the month, because it's not about me. It's about the body. You know what I'm saying? It's like we one body, many members. People seeing the blogs. I'm not judging, just exposing, where I take a topic every month. And I go through the word. I make it practical. Everything that we see on everyday living. Take the word, break it down, put it on the blog, on the website. You know what I mean? Because the word come first. That's how my website's set up. It's the word, my testimony, then the music and the videos. You know what I'm saying? That's third or fourth. The important stuff comes first, which is the word of God. You know what I'm saying? My testimony to let people know what he's done for me. He can do it for you. And I just pour myself out there, man. So I just pray that the Lord opens the door where I'm able to minister to as many people possible. You know what I mean? If money comes with that, cool. I got a full-time job, man. You know what I'm saying? With benefits. So I'm not, if I never sign the big deal and make it, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm content with how it is. So just honestly, man, and this may sound cliche as ever, but his will be done. Because what I want and what his will may be
may not match up. Yep.
Like, for real, man.
Yeah, I had that same conversation, Rob. It's like, when you get it to that self, that selfie mentality, we get off of what God wants us to do.
Right.
I was literally, like, earlier today when I was before we shot this interview, I was riding in the car. I was like, I don't feel like going. I was hurting last night, couldn't sleep, and I was like, man, I don't know, but I was praying about this ministry, because like I say, I feel like Killzown interviews is kind of my ministry. It's like I always ask if it was something that I could do to give back, and you know, talking to folks and telling people about different places is what I always did. My mother instilled that into me about if you go somewhere and you patronize somewhere, because my mother is an entrepreneur, you know. If you go someplace and you patronize it, you know, tell other folks about it, because then that allows them to grow and that allows them to feed their families. It doesn't matter what walk of life they are in, as long as they treat you with respect, you know, let God handle the rest. You know what I'm saying? Right. They may not be in the word. They may not be where, you know, we are. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't our job to judge them. That's God's job. But our job is being Christians is to spread the word, spread love, peace, positivity, and happiness, and treat each other with that same peace, positivity, and happiness. Not to hate on or talk down or whatever. And that's why I'm sitting here right across from you and doing that, because I believe in doing that. And we kind of agree on the same thing. So I thank you, Rob, for coming on the show with me.
Thank you for having me, bro.
So, just one more time, tell them, you know, about where they can get Light Through My Eyes, your website, all your social media links before we get out of here.
All right, make it real easy. The website, robertdeem.net. Again, you can find everything there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I make it real easy at Robert Deem. Like, if you put Robert Deem in any of those, I'll pop up. You'll see my face, or you'll see my banner for the Facebook. And just, I mean, if you hit me up, I'll get back at you. I'm not gonna be that cat that once you hit me up, you'll see I seen it. You see, people be forgetting Facebook tell on you. Oh man, I didn't see your message, and a big scene right up under that mug. That's hilarious to me. But if you hit me up, I'll get back at you. You know what I mean? And if I don't know something, I'll just flat out tell you I don't know. If I don't get down like that, I'll let you know I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as how some of these collabs and features go, because it's like certain things that I just won't compromise on. You know what I mean? I get on people's songs, but if you're gonna curse and depending on the content, no, I can't do that. You know what I mean? So that's it, man. Robert Deem album coming out November 6th. Google Play, iTunes, Amazon. You can see it on your Xbox, PlayStation Network. Like, you'll be able to catch it everywhere. So just check it out, November 6th, Life Through My Eyes. I'm Robert Deem, and thank you for your time. For real, man.
No problem, man. Thank you for coming on. So we out. This has been Killzown Interviews, Robert Deem, and we out. Peace.
DJKillzownJones, better remember the name. DJKillzownJones, better remember the name.